There is like a combo pack that we are offering to our people, and that is basically a month of Slim Shots, and then an infusion bag of all the nutrients that you should have that month. Because if you're going to be eating less this month, then you do want to make sure that you don't get into a state of deficiency of any sorts other than food that we are trying to decrease. And the third thing that I have placed in that is Botox, a dose of baby Botox, because as you reduce your weight, we don't want your skin to wither away alongside it. So we do want to keep your skin nice and relaxed. Welcome. This is Dr. Din, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the National Wellness Month. In United States, August is National Month of Wellness. So basically, August is like yet another time, especially the schools are out and you have a little more time to contemplate upon your own wellness. So summer is kind of coming to a little bit of an end, and between your work and your vacation time, this is one of those times in the year where you would want to meet your doctor and get some blood work done and make sure that all your medications are in order. It's like kind of halfway through the year. I think everybody needs to see a wellness doctor at least twice a year. However, if you are in need of wellness, for instance, then you may need to see your doctor a little more often. And why would you be seeking wellness? I think wellness is something that we take for granted, and we think that it should just descend upon us from the heavens and then stay with us for the rest of our existence. But no, that's not the case. Actually, wellness is something that you have to strive for, and it allows you to experience your system for a lot longer than it is designed to stay well. And especially in the modern times, the sciences and the world of information and knowledge and technology, now when you are blessed with your wellness, you can make it last a whole lot longer with the help of science, though. What specials do you have for August? That's a great question. We always have specials. We're like a restaurant, except we're like a wellness restaurant. So things that you get here are meant for your body's wellness. Why it is important to take IV infusions during your treatment with GLP-1 agonist. Very cool. So those of you who do not know, I mean, that's a very loaded question, I must say. But it's a very important one, and I always recommend that if you are on any appetite suppressant, or if you are on any food addiction protocol, or if you are actively seeking a weight goal that is lower than what your current state of weight is, then it is always advised that as you are decreasing your calories, your caloric intake, you do not set your brain and your body at a cellular level into a state of deficiency and or lack. And that is something that we refer to in weight management, in the world of weight management, as putting your body into a survival mode, where nutrients and minerals are so lacking at a cellular level that your body is like, oh my God, there's a famine outside and we I really have to hold on to every single atom of energy that I can find. And that is how people actually become like really swollen, and really they gain weight very quickly. So based on that, I always say that as you're decreasing your caloric intake, please make sure that you don't go in a state of lack, because your body should always at all times feel abundant at a cellular level. And abundance doesn't, to your cells at a cellular level, do not care what you have in your bank account, because your body doesn't care. However, it does care about how much B12 you have, how much calcium you have, how much vitamin D you have, how much B vitamins you have. So all those, how much magnesium it can get its hand on. So, or how many amino acids are working for its construction and reconstruction. So just know that that's the reason that you do not want to put your body in a state of lack. And that's why the infusions that we create for you are very customizable. These are the infusions that, I actually mix the cocktail for most of my clients. And yes, because I have been mixing for the past many years, 8, 9, 10 years or so, that is the reason that I just feel that I am very good at it, because I can like really quickly make you a sandwich for your body, a sandwich for yourself. However, it's in the form of an intravenous infusion of an alkaline fluid that contains all these cocktails of vitamins, which are usually water soluble. So I do not like to put any fat soluble vitamins into it, because I feel that fat soluble vitamins can easily be digested through your gut biome, because they usually do not get denatured in your stomach. So your gut biome can recognize them, it's fine, and they can stay in your system for a long time through just by going through your gut. Fat soluble vitamins are vitamins like vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin K2. These are fat soluble vitamins, and those are also things that you need to take every single day. Now, vitamin D, like one of the things that I would just make sure that all our clients who tend to go on any weight management protocol at my place of work, I want to make sure that they understand this. This is something that I talk about all the time, and I love to teach every single one who comes to us. When you are on a GLP-1 agonist. Now, GLP-1 agonists are one of my favorite medications that have happened since 2023. It is such a cusp thing that, when the cusp was happening between 2023 and 2024, one of the great things that we thought that humans have found, one of the very important medications that got introduced, which I think is going to impact the bodies of humans so remarkably, hopefully in a positive way. I think it is a very positive thing. It is something that is going to help us rehabilitate food addicts. This is something that we can give to people with weight management issues for a very long time. And if we want to dose it correctly, based upon the supposition that somebody who understands this medication well is treating you, and that's how you can dose it. Because remember, in the end, dose matters. What your dosing determines how fast you will reach your goal, how safely you will reach your goal, and you may want to reach fast, but you also want to reach safe. And that's one of the things that I always stress upon if you're in my weight management protocols. So the best thing about GLP-1 agonist, which are medications like Ozempic, medications like semaglutide, Wegovy, Manjaro, which is also known as tirzepatide, Zepbound. Now, these are all medications that are FDA approved, sugar neutralizers in United States. So not only this medication has been now FDA approved for sugar neutralizing, so it's a very important medication for diabetics because it just controls their sugars so remarkably well. And then for the other impact that it has is that it pacifies your addiction centers. So you are no longer addicted to things that can make you increase your weight. So basically, it is not only an anti-diabetic and for example, like a sugar neutralizer, but also it also modifies your addiction centers, thus thereby removing the obstacle of food for you. And right now what it is being studied for also is for other addictions. Like, people are noticing that all kinds of addictions are kind of being controlled by it. So people who are addicted to alcohol, if they use it in micro doses, they find that it's easy for them to let go of that. If you are addicted to, for instance, smoking, there are people who are like saying that they find that this is kind of that safety wheel that allows them not to think too much of it. So there are certain centers and certain pathways that this medication is impacting that are very beneficial for humans, because remember, obesity is a disease in itself. Obesity is that one state of being where that just one problem can create like 50 other problems for you down the line. How can you choose a qualified professional to administer Botox? Let me go back to that question. So that's a very cool question. So people who do not know Botox yet, please, where have you been? Like, do you guys live in the 21st century or what? So what Botox is one of the most important medications that has been accidentally found over the past 25-30 years. It has been around for a while. It has been studied for basically reversing signs of aging, the chronic signs of aging. So it's a very anti-aging kind of a medication for your skin when injected in certain doses to the face. Since for the past like 20 years, people, doctors like myself, and even like nurses and physician assistants and nurse practitioners have been practicing to inject it in an aesthetically pleasing and pleasant way, where it and as far as I'm concerned, I, as an anti-aging doctor, I'm board certified in family medicine and I'm a geriatrician. So I basically, the purpose of my work is basically to do anti-aging. So a lot of people use it for anti-aging purposes, and because it basically allows your skin to stop aging. It very quickly erases some really minor things that keep going on. Now, it's very easy to find people who are licensed, who are trained, who are certified, who are experienced. And most people just let you know. I mean, they usually advertise themselves. You can actually also go on different sites in where Botox companies would basically list the professionals who purchase from them. So that's that. So basically, when you find a professional, just make sure they're like a healthcare professional who are licensed in the United States if you are in the United States. However, if you're in any other country, you'll probably want to go to somebody who's a dermatologist or somebody who has expertise in this. Now, Botox in the United States has several other competitors. So in the United States, other than Botox, we have like at least 4 other products that are similar. They're FDA approved also, and those are like Dysport or Xeomin, Daxxify, Juvo. Now these are all similar products, and they act the same way. They last between 2 to 4 months on average whenever we are placing them. Now in my office, we like to do it as baby doses. Now, what is a baby dose for Botox, you would say? And baby dose of Botox means that when we place it in you, it does not alter your perception of self. it kind of like keeps you stable at a certain point in life, and that's that. And so it's a dose where you do not have like restrictive movement or anything, but it just relaxes the muscle and keeps it at that stage. What lifestyle changes are recommended while using Ozempic? So, great question. So, now Ozempic or any such medication for weight management, they're just training wheels. And these medications are not going to work if you're not going to do all the additional things that you're supposed to do. Because change essentially happens when you change your own self and your own habits. And you first, and what these medications do, that they make it easier, they make you feel that it is that you got it. So what you have to also do is you have to control your sleeping patterns. You have to gain insight into what are the eating habits that you have that need to improve. You definitely want to include some physical activity into your life. You have to build that into your life, and you have to get yourself to that point where you build that into your life so that you can maintain a healthy state of being. One other important thing that I tell people is that you have to understand that we have now a new information on alcohol is telling us that alcohol is not something that belongs inside your body. It should stay outside of your body. Now, if this is the current understanding of human body and its function, then that is one thing that you also have to consider changing in your lifestyle. And that's that. So all those things will become very important as you change. So lifestyle modification is very important. Now, what kind of food that you are consuming, how many calories you're taking, what nutrients and minerals you are putting inside your system, they all come together to bring you the results that you are waiting and hoping for. Anyway, so for the month of August, what we have done is that we have there is like a combo pack that we are offering to our people, and that is basically a month of Slim Shots, and then an infusion bag of all the nutrients that you should have that month. Because if you're going to be eating less this month, then you do want to make sure that you don't get into a state of deficiency of any sorts other than food that we are trying to decrease. And the third thing that I have placed in that is Botox, a dose of baby Botox, because as you reduce your weight, we don't want your skin to wither away alongside it. So we do want to keep your skin nice and relaxed so that you truly experience the benefits of anti-aging with this beautiful package at Juvanni, which is specifically curated for seekers of wellness at Juvanni. So I hope everybody enjoys it, and again, take advantage. We also have like the thing that I'm doing is that when you purchase this combo pack together, I'm basically giving you a large bag of the nutrients rather than a small one, and in the price of small one. So that's that, which is a saving of around $300. So I hope it is worthy of, I hope it does what it is supposed to be doing. All right. Can Botox be used to treat medical conditions in addition to aesthetic purposes? Yes. Botox has so many different uses, and one of the very commonly usages these days is that it's a muscle relaxer. It is a meat tenderizer. It relaxes your muscle so that it doesn't scrunch that much, because as the muscle scrunches, it also folds the skin. And if the skin is folding there, and there are certain places where your skin folds, wherever the skin is folding again and again and again, hundreds and thousands of times, what ends up happening is that there is a little crease that starts setting into your skin around there, and that's where the collagen starts getting displaced. And then as the years go by, or as time goes through you, and as gravity goes through you, and as your your skin changes its consistency, and then those same lines get etched and become deep wrinkles, giving you the appearance of aging. And that's something that Botox does. So it basically relaxes those muscles and makes your skin aesthetically nice and smooth. However, Botox has been used as a muscle relaxer to relieve the pain of tension. For instance, people who have headaches like migraines, when they place Botox in their temples or in the back of their neck, it just releases that stress and helps them feel better and not get headaches for like at least 2 to 3 months. However, the doses and the preparation of the Botox that you do for migraine headaches is completely different than the aesthetic Botox. And Ozempic help people to stop smoking. Listen, I don't know yet. This is something that is being studied but we are very hopeful that this medication, it is seemingly acting on all the addiction centers, not just one. I mean, for food addiction, it's great. That's why it's going to work forever. And I think that we will have so many different medications like it. But there are different studies that are going on. So we'll see. I hope I answered some questions and made some stuff clear. Oh, one very important thing with Ozempic that I want to say is that when you see people who have lost weight, but they are also looking older and more like as if they're like older, it's because a lot of people are losing their facial collagen, and also their faces are beginning to sag, because as you lose fat does not seek your permission from where it's going to go. So it can go from your face. And a lot of people, when they lose a lot of fat around their face, what they need to do is to do skin tightening. And that's the reason that I always also recommend that if you're on a GLP-1 agonist and you've been on it for like a year or so, make sure that you tighten your skin. Otherwise, you're going to have like a very saggy face. And that, you won't feel youthful if you're sagging. Anyway, all right, thank you.